Mark Fisher is here with us, a BLM activist based out of Rhode Island. Mark, welcome to National Report. Thanks so much for coming on. Did we get that right? Could you sort of elaborate on why Donald Trump is your choice for president this time around?
Good morning. Thank you for having me on. Absolutely. I believe that Donald Trump is the best current candidate that we have for the Black community. I think he speaks directly to the needs of Black people, very loud and clear. He's not duplicitous about it. His record is proven and it precedes him. He's done more for Black people than any president that I can think of in my lifetime. So I want to give him another opportunity.
Mark, I want to play something for you to hone in on the specifics here of Democrats and their outspoken support of Black Lives Matter in the organization over the years, and really the Black Lives Matter movement. Here's some sound from that. We'll get your reaction. And are Democrats really concerned? Again, watch this.
There needs to be unrest in the streets for as long as there's unrest in our lives. And unfortunately, there's plenty to go around.
400 years of oppression, 400 years of racism are being addressed in a very, very powerful way. That can't compare to anything else. And people's voices needed to be heard.
This is not just a moment, it is a movement. It is a movement that is fueled by the diversity, the beautiful diversity of who we are coming together as a unified body, demanding, in this case, change and justice for everyone.
And again, this after the killing of George Floyd, obviously the massive movement that is taking place worldwide. But I'm curious to know, Mark, what you see when you're watching that clip. Do you see politicians looking for votes, or do you see people concerned about Black lives?
No, I see politicians looking for votes. And this is what they've been doing for the past 50 years. I believe that many of our Black elected officials commit treason against their own people and against their own community by using race to deflect attention from their own failures. And if race was such a problem, right, if racism was the problem, why are school systems and, cities run by, Democrats failing and have been failing for the last 50 years?
In the wake of George Floyd's killing and the civil unrest that we saw unfold, there was a lot of fundraising efforts for BLM. And you'd wonder, wow, a lot of people wanted to give to this organization. Perhaps they could build schools or sponsor scholarships for Black children. And we didn't see that happen. We saw mansions popping up in California for leaders of the community. I'm just wondering for yourself, sort of what you've experienced from those activist groups now that you've come out with a different political support for a candidate who they would not be in favor of.
Well, let me say this first of all. I'm not left. I'm not right. I'm just a person with individual concepts and ideas. And I'm, an independent thinker. I'm outspoken and I'm not afraid to be a leader. And when you do that, when you go against the grain, you're going to get a lot of pushback. You're going to get a lot of flack. I feel like I'm on an island, basically. I feel like, in my opinion, I feel like if you love white people, then Black people are going to hate you. If you love Black people, then white people are going to hate you. So I don't worry about what people think. I'm tired of people cashing in on American division and American suffering, and I'm here to put a stop to it, frankly.
Well, let me ask you this final question, and getting into some of the root causes here and things we discuss on this program, or at least we ask the questions. Specifically in Chicago, we see rising crime in other various urban cities. Many argue this, that Black-on-Black crime is a major issue, but too sensitive to talk about it. Politicians don't want to touch that subject. Many politicians point to policing. Police are the problem. Incarceration, that is the issue. In your eyes, in your perspective, how do you see it? Is policing, is that the problem? Utilizing the prison system, is that the issue? What do you see?
I think that we tend to have a tendency to focus on the glass being half empty as opposed to half full. We want to focus on the things we fear more than the things that empower us. And once we collectively start focusing on the glass being half full, then we're going to be a significant asset and contribution to American culture and society.